Hello and welcome. My dog refuses to get off of my lap, so he might be in today's video. Today we're going to be continuing our journey through the Lord of the Rings. It's going to be a bit of a rewind, so bear with me as we jump into the intro and get started. Welcome once again, my name is Austin, and this channel is all about digging deeper and going further to better understand faith and film, there he goes, and everything in between. If that sounds exciting to you, make sure you click that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any new content. So as I mentioned, this video will be a little bit of a rewind and a course correction because I got so excited and carried away with last entry in this series talking about Theoden's healing. I forgot to talk about another one of my favorite scenes of Gandalf's resurrection and return. So let's jump into that. Now, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli are venturing through Fangorn Forest looking for Merry and Pippin, and while they're in search of them, they actually come across Gandalf, who had died in the previous movie. Gandalf recounts to the trio the events that took place after he fell back in Moria. He tells them how he fell into the deepest dungeon and then fought and destroyed the Balrog. Now there's a lot of parallels when it comes to Gandalf's moments here compared to that of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. By no means am I saying that Gandalf is a Christ figure necessarily, but there's still a lot of parallels as to what happens with his character in the movie. Similarly to Jesus, Gandalf falls and essentially goes to hell and defeats a demon down there, and in that process he does lose his own life just like Jesus does in going to the cross and being crucified, and then once that is completed he is taken out of space and time, which would kind of essentially be taken up to heaven with the Father, and then both of them while there are sent back to return to Earth until their mission is completed. Gandalf, almost like Jesus, is given a new life and is sent back to Earth almost as if it's a second coming so that he can see through the mission and task that is set before him. Now this isn't necessarily the longest of scenes, but I think it is very important and significant, something I still wanted to bring up and talk about. This probably actually was the shortest episode in this series, so thank you for bearing with me as I kind of wanted to rewind, course correct a little bit and get that in there. Next will be a little bit more of a normal length look at the Lord of the Rings as we talk about another one of my favorite scenes in the entire trilogy that takes place towards the end of this movie. If you're a fan, you probably know what I'm talking about, but until then, thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. I'm doing my best to kind of double up just to get some extra content out there as the year wraps up, and there's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to get taken care of before the year ends so we can go into January as smooth sailing as possible. I'm super excited because probably by the time this video goes up I will have surpassed 300 subscribers, so thank you so much for that. I think just this year I gained at least 150 subscribers. I know back in May is when I passed 200, so thank you so much for all of you who've recently joined, and those of you who've been with me for any amount of time longer than that, an extra special thanks to you as well. So thank you again for checking this video out. Look to some extra content continuing to come out as we wrap up the year, and I'll see you in the next video.